Too much talking, bro. You need to lubricate the throat. Pause. That's great.
Well, all right, Braam Hein.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why do you look up to Steve Irwin?
Steve Irwin, bro. That's my guy. Like, he's just because his outlook on life is just, to me, it's, you can't get anything better than that. Like, it's just positivity, bro. Like, his enthusiasm for just everything he does and the passion that he like does everything, like, bro, like genuinely, like, I don't think anyone can live up to what he was, but like, especially in Australia, everyone loves that guy, bro. Like, cause he's just, the way that he cared about people and animals, especially, cause he was like a wildlife guy, and he's like crocky, and all that kind of, yeah. And he's just positivity towards everything in life and his enthusiasm to what he did. Like, he didn't care about money. All he cared about was protecting, like, and like conserving wildlife. And it was just a beautiful thing to watch, honestly.
It's amazing. I mean, it's so hard to keep that consistently throughout your life.
For sure.
I think part of being human is just going through that cycle of emotion. Mm-hmm. That's why when I find people that have such a strong positive outlook, it's so attractive, and you just want to be around them as much as possible. Like, two people that I think about is, you know, Lex Friedman.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
when I watch his content, like I think everyone, when they talk about the future and technology, is always this negative portrayal of the future when robots take over the world and humans don't have a job to work and everyone's depressed. But every podcast, he's always talking about the positive side of it and all the amazing things humanity is doing. And do you know Nolan, who's the first Neuralink patient?
No, what?
So, do you know about Neuralink technology?
Yeah, like in the head,
the implant, yeah. So, Nolan, he was typical guy, kind of like you, healthy guy, just like in his 20s or 30s.
Okay.
He's an athlete. He's played sports in college. And one time he was in the water. I can't remember exactly what he was doing. He might have been surfing. He might have just been hanging out on the lake with his friends. And some wave or some event happened. He finds himself at the bottom of the lake, and he can't move a single limb in his body.
Oh my God, what?
And he describes it as when he was in that moment, he knew right away that he's paralyzed.
That's so nuts, bro. What?
So eventually his friends save him. They get him out of the water and bring him to the hospital. He damaged I believe it's the motor cortex of his brain.
Yeah.
So he can move his neck, he could talk, he could think, but he can't move anything from the neck down. There's no cures for it as of now.
Yeah. So. That's so nuts, bro.
But the reason I bring him up is because he worked with the Neuralink team, and he was the first patient to actually have this Neuralink implanted, and it's currently working. He's able to control a computer with his mind. He can move the cursor around and type.
Damn.
It's actually insane. I don't think most people know about that story, and when they actually hear that it's real, it's almost like, wait, they're living in the future right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
nobody really knows about it. No one's talking about it. I don't know why. But what I loved about him, I watched a podcast with him, is his positive outlook in life. The whole time he was happy, like, despite it, being an athlete and not being able to use your body is probably absolute worst. Like, I don't know, could you even imagine?
No, never in my life. Yeah, but that's why I personally like you can't really have a bad day, because, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, where people who can move, we can move everything, like, we can think clearly. Like, there are so many people in the world who can't, like, who would kill to have that.
Exactly.
So I would feel bad if I didn't have a positive outlook on everything I did. You know what I mean? Because it's just, there's so many things in life that aren't guaranteed, but health and how you view things are two things that you can completely control. So it's just, I would think it's a disservice to the people I love and the people that I care about to not take care of myself in every single way that I can. Because there's so many things that could happen out of the blue. And like, one of my best mates, he's a Dutch guy, shout out Mickey, I love him to death. He got diagnosed with cancer like not too long ago.
Is he young as well?
Yeah, so he's the same age as me. He was basically an All-American in basketball at my undergrad school. He should have been an All-American. He wasn't. He got robbed. But yeah, so he, like, out of the blue, he got diagnosed with a cancer in his lymph nodes, right?
Wow.
And everything changed for him. But how he is currently viewing it and how he's handling it, and just it's truly inspirational because he's truly viewing it as like how he can use this experience to better himself and also be an inspiration to other people. And it's like I get emotional talking about it because it's just he always talks about like how he was kind of, he didn't really take everything for granted when he wasn't diagnosed, and then now he's just wishing that he could go hoop again. And when he like first got some shots up the other day, he was like, "Yo, was crazy." Like it's just the feeling of being able to play basketball again was just something that he never thought he wouldn't be able to experience. But he's going through chemo. I think he just had his last sessions of chemo.
So is he fully healed now?
Yeah, so I think
Wow.
I think he's fully recovered out of it.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, so it's just when that kind of stuff happens, I'm just like, it could happen to me. Like it could happen to me. It could happen to anybody. So it's just like taking advantage of every opportunity you can. It's just something that you can't take for granted.
Wow, it's really well said, man. And
appreciate it.
The truth is it could happen to anyone.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part, because sometimes we get so locked in all the things that are going well that we can forget that random chance or just out of nowhere you can be in the water and then just like fall to the bottom and paralyzed totally from the neck down.
For sure.
And what was inspiring to me is when I heard Nolan say that at least like he was just grateful that he could speak and think.
Yeah.
Like just imagine that to even your family around you.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking, man. But
it really is.
How would you describe, like, how well are you at keeping that positive outlook? I'm sure it helps to be around people like your friend over there.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I'm very people oriented. Like I feed off people's energy very probably way too much. I feel like definitely when I'm around people, it's a lot easier for me to be positive and like just kind of be annoying. So like I'm very outgoing now. I never used to be when I was like younger, like growing up, but yeah, I'm very much people oriented now, and I love being around people. I love because I love going to class, which sounds weird because class
okay.
yeah it's the accent.
No, I like the accent.
But like just because like get to walk in, have some chats with people, waffle a little bit, have some banter, and then we get into class. We just get to feed each other's energy, and then after class have a little bit of a chat. Like I'm the guy. I'm always down for a chat with anybody. Like I'll chat to random people on the side of the road, which probably isn't safe, but I still do it anyway. But yeah, that's what like the hardest part about having a positive mindset is when you're alone. Like when you're by yourself in your room and you don't have anybody around. Like, because that's when like all you're talking to is yourself. Like, and sometimes like obviously like there's some times where you might just need to chuck on some Lewis Capaldi or some sad Drake songs, and you just need to vibe with how you're truly feeling and your emotions. Because if you don't feel them, then it's just like you're lying to yourself, and you're not able to appreciate the real moments that you have. So I guess with the positive outlook is, for me personally, is feeling every emotion you can, and also acknowledging that you're gonna feel sad. You're not gonna be happy all the time, but that makes you know when you are happy, if that makes sense. Like you truly only know happiness when you felt the complete opposite. When you felt sad, you know what sad feels like, so that means you know what happy feels like. You know love when you felt anger, like, because they're polar opposites, and you can't have one without the other.
That's really interesting. So do you think people like Steve Irwin feel sad as well? Like, do you think some people are just predestined to have the genetics to just never be able to feel sadness, or do you think that they've kind of cultivated a different way to respond to it? I
definitely think it's the second option. Like, obviously how he was portrayed was, I mean, whenever he was on camera, whenever he was speaking, he was very much like enthusiastic. He's like, yeah, like, look at that croc, and it's like, you know, that kind of stuff. But I feel like having people like that in your life as like a beacon is like, I try to be as much as I can of like somebody who can, like, when you see them, you're like, oh, Look, he's coming in, have a little laugh. He's gonna come in with positive energy and vibes, and because you never know whose day you're gonna improve. I got taught that from a very young age from like my parents. They're like, you never know who you're gonna meet, who's gonna help you out later in life. So always try to leave a positive impact, and also just being able to, because someone might be having the worst day ever. Like we could be chatting, and you might not be telling me like you were having like a horrible day. Something might happen in life. You might have, I don't know, you might have bumped your knee on a table. You might have just been having like a pretty awful like 30 minutes or something like that. So if I'm able to come in, make you laugh a little bit, give you a smile, and make you forget about whatever's happening for like, could be 30 seconds, could be an hour, we could be hanging out the whole day. To me, that's priceless, because I like being able to be happy and forget about some things every now and then is something that I don't think people take seriously enough. Like, because I feel like nowadays especially, there's a lot of stigma of like, yo, I gotta be grinding alone. Like, I need to be by myself, which is cool, which is fine. Like, some people do need that. But sometimes I think people take the definitions of being alone and being isolated differently. Being isolated and working is very powerful, I think. Being very locked in on what you're doing, like with you in the podcast, with you in your work, you're very locked in on what you do, right? But if you're just being alone, you're just being by yourself because you think that's what you need to do, I feel like that's looking at it the completely wrong way. Because community is what really brings the best out in people, in my opinion.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a very interesting point you make, because I feel like the times when I was the most alone is also the times like I've worked the hardest. Yeah. But mainly because in the back of my mind, I was like hoping that hard work would translate into not being alone, which is interesting. But I don't know. It's definitely very potent, the drive you feel when you have nothing and you want to build something. But I think it's still possible to cultivate that energy even while having people in your life. Maybe it depends on like who are the people.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that. But I think it's really weird how I think the quality of your life and the success in your life is just solely built upon the people in your life. It's so weird. Like, your emotional state is just reflected in the emotional state of the people you're around. Your success is just based on this success of the people you're around. And I think that's really interesting as well, because there's just being around happy people makes you happier. Yeah. It's just weird.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially because I very much talk about this. There's no science behind it, but just vibes, bro. If you get like a good group of dudes, good group of gals, good group of whoever, I'm telling you, like, I think the best example I can give is like, you ever just been to like a dog park?
A dog park?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you ever want to, if you ever feel down, just go to a dog park. There's literally zero possible way you can be upset. Because, bro, you're just looking at some happy ass dogs running around, chasing tennis balls and shit. Like, what? How can you be sad when you just view, like, I love animals, bro. Like, my 2 dogs back home, my cat, he's got one eye. He's a little bit of a dick, but, like, I love him. And, like, my parents have alpacas. They're just chilling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got like 30 of them.
30 alpacas?
Yeah, we got like a little alpaca farm, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Enthusiasm alpacas.
It's amazing.
Shout out. But, yeah, bro, like, it's all about the people you're around, the things you're around. If you surround yourself with negative energy, if you're always, like, locked in a room, dark room, or, like, bro, just get out, get some sunlight, go see some people, call somebody, text somebody, and then, it's, like, your whole outlook on a day can change.
Have you ever been in the room by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
When was that?
Getting deep. Nah, there was definitely a period of my life where when I was younger, I was very much, like, in my own head by myself. And I wasn't really present at all. Like, well, it was like, especially when I was, like, probably, like, 12 to, like, 18. That whole period of my life, I was like very much alone with my thoughts, and I wasn't speaking to anybody, wasn't telling anybody about them, and like not even like my best friends. Like I've only recently told them a lot about it, just because I've become like more comfortable with talking about that kind of stuff. But it's the worst thing you can do is stay in your own head. Worst thing you can do, because it's just such a, it's like, it's hard to not feel your thoughts even when they aren't true. Like if you tell yourself in your head that you're not enough, you're not this, you're not good enough, everyone's better than you, then it's hard not to believe it because it's in your head, but your brain is lying to you. Like, and so that period of my life was pretty dark, but obviously come out of it through like people and community. Because I was just like, excuse my language, I was like, fuck this sucks, I hate this, I don't want to feel this. So then I kind of was just like, all right, I was the kid who was very much, I knew everybody, everyone kind of knew me.
What age, like before 12 or?
Yeah, so like 12, like that, through that period, I was like, okay. Everyone kind of knew who I was. They were like, oh, bro. I was like, oh, yeah.
They're funny, so.
Yeah, and I was,
okay.
But I kind of had like this group of friends, which was me and these 3 other guys, and we kind of just like hopped around every group, like we kind of knew everybody. But I didn't really do much else. I was very, very average. School, I didn't really do much. Wasn't smart. Like I wasn't smart. I was like just below average school. Wasn't trying in anything I was really doing other than basketball. That was the one thing I was like, this is my thing. But
And you were good from like early on.
Good is a term.
Relatively. If you look at yourself and around you.
Yeah, like from where I was, I was one of the better guys. So that's why I was like, I wanted to pursue it in America. And then, yeah, but other than that, I was like didn't really go out. As soon as I got home, just ate food, played Xbox, wasn't really much else. Yeah, when I was like 17, 18, I was like, this sucks. I was like, I want to talk to people, I want to get out there. So then I just
What age again? Is it 16 or 18?
Like 17, 18.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm just going to talk to everybody. And then, so I was like, I just became kind of what I am now, just outgoing as shit. I was like, all right, I'm talking to everybody. Like, yeah, so if my like 12, 13, 14-year-old self saw me now, he'd be like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, who, bro? Like, why are you talking to everybody? You don't do this. Yeah. So that's a main driving force as to why I kind of am the way I am now.
That's interesting, man. I'm curious about the transition period because I'm wondering how you went from this reserved person to all of a sudden social now. Yeah. And I know that sometimes we can be in such a position where we go from like one extreme to the other extreme because like we realize something is bad, we want to run away from it as fast as possible. Yeah. So how would you describe that transition?
Okay, I don't know if you've heard of this, like kind of, there was this experiment, right, with rats, and it's all about like motivation. And
the
like,
cat and the cheese, or?
Yeah, you heard about it.
I've read about this.
Yeah, so it's just like, I'll explain it quickly.
We talked about an Andrew podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. It's Andrew, bro, I'm telling you, he's smart.
Yeah,
so all it is just a rat will chase cheese, but if there's also a cat chasing him, he's going to run way faster.
Yeah.
So it's just all about running towards something is good, but also running away from something is good. So I was very stuck in my life at that point, and I was kind of like, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm doing. God, this life thing's crazy, right? And I was like, I'm sad. I'm not happy with where I'm at. Like, I'm not very social. Like, I was social, but I wasn't out there. I wasn't talking to a lot of people. I wasn't doing things. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? It's like, I'm just going to flip my entire mindset on people. So I was very like, I was way too open with people because I wanted them to accept me, right? So I flipped that perspective of, I'm just going to be open with people so they're more comfortable. Which in turn makes me more comfortable. Because if people aren't comfortable in a situation, they're going to be closed off. So I tried to make as many people comfortable as I could by just being open, making fun of myself, being an idiot. Because they're like, oh, it's not serious. Like, this isn't a serious, like, because if you take life too seriously, it's not going to be fun. So, and then I was kind of like, instead of being in my own head, I'm gonna talk to people. Like I truly believe in therapy. Like I haven't been in therapy personally, but I believe in it. Like, especially if you have a good group of friends who you can be completely open to. Like yeah, I have a lot of people in my life now who can truly say that if I was ever dealing with something, I can go and talk to them. I can call them. They'll hear me out, and because they know that I would do the same for them. And like, I made a promise to myself back then. I was like, if anyone ever wants to talk to me about anything, I'll listen. Anything at all. Especially if they're going through something, I will sit down for as long as that person needs. Because you truly never know how bad things are. Because what people say and what people feel are two completely different things. So if someone's saying something truly, truly like deep within them, there's something more to it. So I personally want to help them get it out.
Wow, that's really interesting, man. So do those thoughts like come back every now and then? Because you had them for a decent period of time.
Yeah.
And I'm also curious, like, where do you think those thoughts come from? Because it seemed to me that, okay, everyone kind of knew you. You had your 3 group of friends, so people were friendly around you. It's not like people... I know a lot of people get treated poorly early on, and maybe thoughts come from there. But I'm wondering, like, you can also correct me if I'm wrong about the situation, the context, but if people were treating you well, like, where do you think those thoughts come from? And then, like, now that you're happy and you're fulfilled and you have friends around you who are there to listen and everything, do those thoughts ever come back?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone can truly say that the thoughts will ever go away. They come back constantly, but it's just the case of reminding yourself, like, you're not what your thoughts say. Like, you are. Like, our view is the Alex Hormozy quote really sticks with me of like, you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror. You become confident by stacking undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Like, every day I go work out, I try to eat as well as I can, hang out with as many people as I can, make them laugh. That is my proof that I am not who my thoughts say I am. So I can always go back to that. I'm like, if in my head I'm like chilling alone, I'm like, yo, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And sometimes those thoughts, like, literally the other day, I was like, before I started like my TikTok account, I literally broke down to my friend. I was like, dude, I'm lost, bro. And he's like, he's one of my best mates. We've been friends since year 2. We bonded over like WWE, and we became best friends. The most guy
2 years
thing.
old?
Yeah, grade 2.
Grade 2.
Yeah, so we were like, what, 7, maybe that? I don't know. Most guy thing ever. We bonded over WWE, and we're like, oh, that's sick. And then we've been best friends ever since. Yeah, and he was like, yo, you are who you say you are. You've done so many things in your life that are proving what you're thinking is completely wrong. Just do what you want to do. And I was like, at the time I was like, yeah, but I don't know. I just don't know, bro. Like, he was like, nah, like, you are a good person. You have this proof. And he went through some things, and I was like, shit, you're right. So yeah, like, the whole concept of always being okay it's false. Like, you can't always be okay. But being able to acknowledge that you aren't, and then being able to get out of it by using the things in your life that you've proved that you are perfectly normal, you are perfectly okay, you are enough, and everything it's a hard skill to do, and it's way easier said than done. But once you learn how to do it, it changes your whole perspective on emotions and how you feel.
Wow. I think when I like the quote about stacking the undeniable proof and like using that as the means to prove to yourself that you're adequate or those thoughts are not accurate. And I think when I started doing more things in my life, like achieving things, stacking achievements, stacking proof that I am the person I want to be, I definitely saw a boost in happiness and self-respect and self-image for a while. But I think a negative consequence of that is that you need those things there, or else you don't have the positive self-image. Which is really, I don't know if that ever becomes a problem for you, because I think, okay, this cold shower defines the fact that I am who I say I am. Yeah. And I take a cold shower every day for a year, and therefore I am X. Yeah. And I miss a cold shower for like 3 days, and so I'm not X, and therefore I don't deserve to feel the positive emotion of liking myself. So I think the problem arises that when you start doing those things, you need to do those things, and if you don't do those things, then you're no longer X. Yeah. And you stop achieving things, and you're no longer X. Yeah. But the second problem is that is that should we have that relationship cultivated with ourselves that we necessarily need a certain amount of things to prove to ourselves? But because at the same time, if you adopt a weaker mindset of like, okay, it's okay for me to miss like a week or two, then it just goes off into nothingness again, and you're back to who you were before. So it's like, how do you draw that balance between?
I always go back to the quote of, do you know who Nick Baer is?
No.
Okay, so he's like a CEO of this company called BPN, Bear Performance Nutrition, right? And he says this quote, and it like when I heard it, I was like, oh shit, right? Because I was always a perfectionist. Especially when I came to America, I was a perfectionist. I'm like, everything I do in a day has to be set out perfect. But if I don't do it, day's ruined. Especially with my nutrition. Like, I used to be a big guy, so like when I stopped, I was like, okay, I'd learn about nutrition, I learned how to do it, and then I was like, my nutrition has to be perfect. So if I didn't get a meal in, or if I didn't eat the right thing exactly how it was meant to be, then I'd be like, oh, my day's ruined, and then I'd just binge eat.
Well, that was your response?
Yeah, bad. Wow. It was bad. And I was like, and then when I got hurt one time, and then like I was like, oh, okay, well, I can't work out, so nutrition out the window. I'd like go to the vending machine, buy like everything. I'm not gonna lie to you, it tasted pretty good. Like I was like, afterwards you'd be like, damn. So the quote goes, consistently good will always beat occasionally perfect. So nothing is going to be perfect every day. If you have a perfect day, hell yeah, fantastic, that's awesome. But as long as you get a few little wins every day, then you're stacking the days. You're just getting 1% better every day. That used to be a thing at my old school with our basketball team. My coach would always say, just stack days, 1% better every day. That's all it is. Because if you get 1% better every day, in a year's time, you're a completely different person. You have changed completely. You are somebody different. So consistently good will always be occasionally perfect. Because if you are able to do a cold shower 4 times a week, that's awesome. You get so many benefits. If you do it every day, that's great. There's going to be marginal increases in benefits. If your diet and nutrition is 80-20, if it's like 80% good, 20% ultra processed foods, I would still advise against that as a health guy. I would advise against it. And for working out as well. If you really don't feel like working out, and the day you're like, fuck, I just don't want to go to the gym. If you just get in some push-ups, maybe a few body weight squats, you go on a walk, that's still a win.
And we start doing those push-ups, you can do a little bit more than just push-ups.
Yeah, you can do a little more. But even then, like if you just go to the gym and you just do a few sets of something, and you go on a walk, you do a little bit of cardio, that is a win. You still went to the gym. You still did what you were meant to do. Maybe you didn't get the whole workout in that you wanted to do, but bro, like you won that workout. You did the workout. Are you going to get the benefits of doing the whole workout? No, but you're still getting better. You're still improving. So that's how I would respond to the kind of notion of if you mess up in a day, or you don't get the cold shower in the morning, it's okay as long as you don't miss the next day or the next day. Because there's going to be some periods of time where you can't. Maybe you're traveling, you can't do something for 2 days. You're like, oh, dude, like my routine's ruined. Yeah. But that's why you went on a holiday, to get out of your routine. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's like, it's just always about it's just about consistency.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Because I think that making a realistic promise to yourself and following up on the realistic promise will lead to so many more results than setting an extreme promise and then not being able to fulfill it. And don't get me wrong, like I love the extreme side of things. Yeah. At least in the short periods of time. Like I'll love to go a couple of months of like super early wake up time, or just have a couple of months where I'm like, right now I'd say I'm more of an extreme bulking state where I'm eating 4 meals a day. Yeah. 4 big meals a day. And it's working. I'm getting the results. And I think that the difference is between can you actually fulfill it and if you can. Like if you can prove to yourself that you can do it consistently, then keep doing it. But I think if I just went from like not bulking to just start going hammer mode, like I probably would fail immediately, and you just crash and you don't succeed in that. Like I was talking to this with my my new video editor right now, who's working on shorts with me. Like we could set like a great giant big extreme promise of like post a short every single day for the whole year, not miss a single one, like no matter what. Like But then I thought to myself, like, is that a realistic promise?
Yeah.
Like, can you say with 100% certainty that there will not be a single day missed? And we can't really say that. Things happen.
Yeah.
So it's like setting like a smaller, more reasonable promise, and when you fulfill that, you can keep like adding more.
Exactly.
But as long as you can like make a promise to yourself that you know for a fact that you're not going to fail upon that.
You know about SMART goals?
Smart goals?
SMART goals. You know what that is?
Is that a concept or something? Or
yeah.
A book?
So it's a goal setting theory, right? Shout out Monica, love you. Also shout out Higher Up Wellness. So SMART goals, right? It's a cliche because like you learn about it a lot in like sports and exercise science, that kind of stuff. So SMART goals, it's an acronym. So S stands for specific, M measurable, A is like actionable or attainable, however you learn it. R is realistic, and T is time oriented.
I've read this somewhere. I don't remember where.
You, like most people probably heard it, and some people probably like, oh, whatever. It's you learn about it in school. But I mean, it's there for a reason, bro. Like, you set goals. If you set a SMART goal, right? Specific, you want to grow the podcast. You want to post every day, right? Measurable. It's measurable because it's one a day. Attainable. Is it attainable? Yeah, you can probably do it. Realistic. Is it realistic? Maybe. Yeah. May as well try. And time is time oriented to the year. So it's just building goals off of that. That's how I view a lot of like my goals. Like one of my big goals is, I don't know if it's realistic. I'm going to try it. I want to run a sub 5 minute mile.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you look at me,
if you look, oh, dude, like 7:30.
That's pretty good.
It's not great. It's not great. It's not good though. But it's not bad. But I'm like, dude, it's hard as shit. I mean, like to run a sub 5, especially with how I'm not a runner at all, bro.
What sports you play? You did basketball and rugby, right?
Basketball and rugby.
Both in college?
Yeah, I played like
URG.
URG.
URG. Rio Grande, shout out.
University of Rio Grande, shout out.
What is it? Oh, okay.
Rio Grande.
Is that how you pronounce it? Rio Grande.
Rio Grande. Yeah. Otherwise, people get really mad if you say Rio Grande. You get like
they get to kick you.
Yeah. Shout out my Rio Rugby boys and the men's basketball team as well.
Send this podcast to all of them.
Oh yeah. I'll send them. They better all watch it too. Otherwise, I'm fighting all of them. Nah. I love those guys. Played 4 years of basketball. Then I played I basically played half of a season of rugby like near the end of my senior year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like just a little stint, but I loved it. It was so good. Yeah.
Amazing. I think it's a reasonable goal. I think you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in myself that I can do it. Like, I'm like, dude, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like just because I hate running.
Same.
But that's why I'm doing it, because I'm like.
It's more like short distance running, kind of.
Yeah. Like I want to run a marathon one day.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I hate that though. I hate running.
If you had time, you should watch my podcast, episode number 22.
Okay.
With the ultramarathon.
Dude, yeah, I've been around some of those. Oh my god.
They're crazy.
Dude, nuts. I'm like, you hate everything.
Yes, exactly.
You just want to go outside and run like
50 miles.
Hell, what?
Oh my god.
Nah, dude. But it's like I truly believe doing hard shit makes you just so much better.
Yeah.
Because if you do something that you hate, but you do it, the feeling afterwards is like.
It's worth it.
Yeah, you feel so accomplished. Like, I always go back to like, I hate doing homework, but after you do it, you're like,
yeah, it's pretty fulfilling, satisfying.
Like I did that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, or like if you, like, for me personally, like some days I just don't want to go work out. I still go anyway, and I do it because afterwards I'm like, I got better today, and I look huge. But yeah, like, because there was a point in my life where I was like, I wasn't doing it. Like I wasn't taking any risks. Like my mom always says to me, like the best thing that I ever did was come to America, because I was an average kid in school. She didn't think I was going to graduate. She told me this personally. Love you, Mom. But she was like, she didn't think I was going to graduate. She thought I was just going to get a regular old job, dead end job, and just, which is completely fine for some people. But she was like, I knew you could do more with things. So taking the leap and coming to America to play basketball, she was like, this is the best thing you've ever done, because you changed your outlook on life. Because now I take a lot of risks. I do a lot of dumb shit.
Like what?
Dude. I mean, I talk to literally everybody, which is like, it's not dumb. I personally don't think it's dumb. Some people would be like, why are you doing that?
Give me an example.
Dude.
Like where? When
especially
do you talk to
on nights out, just like get a few drinks. I talk to everybody. I mean, like pursuing my master's degree, I would say as well. Like I didn't need to do that. Like I didn't need to go get my master's, but like I feel like betting on yourself to do that kind of stuff. I also I did an internship in Phoenix with a sports performance company. Is
that the one where we work with the athletes in high performance and all that?
Yeah. So EXOS Performance.
Oh yeah.
I was just in the airport. I was like, let's see if they have internships open. And I was coming over.
So you were in Phoenix already, or
no? So I was in Australia. I was flying over to
the US?
Michigan.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because I was looking at some apartments around here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I just took a risk. I was like, all right, may as well. I'll send my resume and stuff out there. And then they got back to me, and then I got an interview. And then they were like, we like you, let's go. I was like, okay. So I did the internship through Michigan to go down there to work with them. And then they were like, I unfortunately had to get a call. I was like, yo, you need to be in Michigan, otherwise you're about to be in violation of your visa. So I was like, okay.
Oh shit, is that when you're almost deported?
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, I'll come back, don't worry. which sucked because I was there for like a month. It was so good. That was Phoenix. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Phoenix is cool. I've been to Arizona once, I think.
Dude, Phoenix is awesome. The
really
weather.
young.
Oh my god.
What time of year was it?
Dude, it was start of August to
that's beautiful weather.
Oh my god.
A little bit hot, but
it was hot. It was the hot for the first the few days I was there. It was beaming. It was 45 degrees.
Oh wow.
Celsius.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
45 degrees.
Although Americans are freezing, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but I was perfect, bro. And then we just got to see NBA athletes.
Oh wow.
All that kind of stuff.
So you're working with legit athletes.
Yeah, I mean, so I was on the human performance side. I'm still working with them now.
Wow.
I'm still remote stuff.
So we're working directly with the team, like the Suns, or
no.
Okay.
That was more the strength and conditioning side, which I love as well. But I was working with more the human performance lab. So we were doing a lot of testing with VO2 max stuff, and a bunch of other things more so the general population.
So you're testing on general population for data to be used on the high performance, or
yeah, and also just kind of further the field. Basically.
Yeah, for the field.
Yeah, and also just we did work with some elite guys as well, because EXOS is they're top tier, and I was like, I'll try to ask you what happens.
It's amazing to land that internship, dude.
Yeah,
that's
I was
big, bro.
Dude, yeah. So that was I my biggest advice to people is just have you heard the Theo Von quote? Just ask her out.
I actually haven't. I don't watch who's Theo Von.
Dude, Theo Von is he's.
I gotta get into it.
He's so good.
There's so many podcasts to watch, man. I can't.
Yeah,
watch
I know. This, bro, I'll tell you.
Have you seen how much Andrew watches podcasts?
Yeah,
dude. Have you seen his? I was after the podcast last week. We were scrolling through his Spotify. He has 10, 20 different podcasts on there. I click on all of them. It says played. He's watched almost every single Joe Rogan episode. He's watched every single Modern Wisdom episode. All 1,000.
Dude, Modern Wisdom, gas.
They're gas, so, definitely. Yeah. But he's watched every 900 of them. He's watched every single one.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
Bro, I swear to God, all he does is he's a weapon, bro.
Dude, how does he do it?
All he does is learn.
Yeah,
which is good. He's
headphones in all the time.
Dude, he's
double speed.
Yeah, he's still running down. He tells me he just goes on the bike in the morning and just reads, does homework.
I see him. I walk by him every day in the morning. I fist bump him and I see him with his Kindle out or something.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, because whenever we go out to the dinner,
he's
like, yeah, I just did 3 hours of cardio this morning just to go crazy. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
I mean, it'd be kind of fun just chilling and listening to podcasts.
Yeah, dude, I love walking around campus, just listening to podcasts.
Walking is fun,
dude. I love it because it's
beautiful.
Around an hour.
Did you walk here? Where did you come from?
I walk from Mungo.
How far is that?
It's like a 20-minute walk.
Okay, that's chill.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I love walking, bro. Big advocate for walking.
Definitely,
dude. Clears the head.
I love it, bro.
Listen to music, listen to a podcast, whatever.
Or
full mate. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
I like going on aimless walks.
Oh yeah.
I'm not done them much, but it'd be fun to put a timer on 45 minutes to an hour and just try to get lost.
Dude, that's what I do. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Every day, at least 4 or 5 times a day. My roommate makes fun. He makes fun of me for it. He's like, where are you at? I was like, I was just gonna walk. He's like, you just walking aimlessly. I'm like, yeah. Go outside.
You ever try to get lost?
I haven't tried to get lost, but I have got, especially around here, because I mean, all I do is just start the Apple Watch, because otherwise it doesn't count. You know what I mean? And then we just go, and I'm just walking aimlessly, bro.
So much fun, dude.
I walked to North Campus.
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I just walked around. It was like an hour to get there. I was like, damn.
It'd be fun to try to walk so far until you have no idea where you are, and then try to find your way back.
Dude.
Without using your phone.
I'm pretty good at remembering where I came from though, so I would be. I think I'd be okay. But if you just drop me somewhere and tell me to get back,
that'd be a little bit too much.
I don't know.
There's a lot of I can go in the Arb and maybe exit somewhere else and try to figure out.
I need to go to the Arb, bro. Is it nice?
Have you not been there yet?
Nah,
it's nice,
bro. Because I've talked to some people that yo, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah,
it's great to just walk. The views are incredible.
I'd love to go.
Yeah, I was over there like last weekend just listening to Lex Friedman.
Yeah,
walking.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Listen to Modern Wisdom, bro. Andrew Huberman.
all the big bands.
You listen to Huberman. I know. Yeah.
He's the first one I watched. The first podcast I've ever watched was Andrew Huberman and Jocko Willink.
Yeah. Oh really? Yeah.
Have you seen
that
episode?
Yeah.
How many did they have?
I know the exact episode.
Yeah,
because they go in. They go in.
That
bro.
was 2023.
Yeah.
Early January,
I think so.
February.
Was it? You remember? You remember the day?
Because that's when I started. That was like the era when I started watching podcasts, and I remember like I didn't know what a podcast was. Like I found Huberman and I was going through his thing, and I saw all these like titles, like they all like like a 3-hour lecture about X. And I clicked on one of them, and then I didn't realize that they're just like talking about random things, and I'm like, wait, this is not what the video is about. But then I realized like it's 3 hours of just guys talking. And I think what I like most is like I feel like when I clicked on that video in particular, like I immediately felt at home. Yeah. In this weird way, like just like these two guys just chilling, talking about things, and that kind of opened my eyes a little bit to like what friendship could be like. Oh yeah, I think that's what like inspired me more to try to find like better friendships. Yeah, just that podcast.
That's crazy, but I mean, that's awesome though. You know what I mean? Like, I love podcasts as well, just because like sometimes I just listen to like a podcast just like where they're like chatting about Reddit stories, just like they read a Reddit story, then they chat about it. Because I'm like, dude, I'm just walking around. I'm like, it sounds weird, but like, it's kind of like they're around you and you're just like listening, chatting. And it's cool because it's just like, it helps you if you are feeling alone. You're just like, fuck yeah, I'm chilling with people basically, which is, you could also just go out and chill with people. But it's like, sometimes you just want to go outside, be alone, but also be listening to people. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great place to start if you have nobody because it inspires you to find people. Yeah. Because I think the same years when I started this, I think I saw... Wait, no, that can't be true. Maybe it was 2020.
It's got to be then.
It's got to be the same year.
Yeah,
because I think I watched that February, then I started this in October.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. So I watched a shit ton of podcasts all year. I'm like, this will be fun to do. Yeah. So I started this, and now I'm 66 episodes in.
Yeah, this is 66, right? 66. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's inspiring. I think just being around people like that, even if you're not physically with them, just like being around them, just makes you smarter. And just thinking about these things all day, you're just like spitting out these quotes out of your head.
Exactly. I know too many quotes. but like, I feel like there's a lot of scenarios where a lot of them are applicable, and I say them. And then, because you never know if somebody needs to hear that. Like,
sometimes you hear a quote and it's just like, you just think about everything in a different way.
Yeah, hits, bro. Like, I heard one from this guy called Higher Up Wellness. He's on TikTok and everything. I highly recommend. Go watch him, bro. He talks about his friend's dad got like really ill. And he got to go visit him in the hospital. And all he could do was walk around the hospital once a day. That's all he could do. And he asked the dad, he was like, yo, what are the two things that you've learned since being in here? And he's like, first of all, I could have been nicer to people, could have been nicer to the waitress, could have been nicer to the lady at the cash register, right? And the second thing was, like, life is too short to not do whatever the fuck you want to do. And that hit me, because I'm like, the first part I wholeheartedly live by. Just like, there's no reason to be rude or mean to somebody. Like, it's more effort to be a dick. You know what I mean? Like,
it is.
Like especially like at a cash register, bro. If I see some people, they're like, oh, hurry up, bro. I'm like, dude.
Or just angry about something random.
Yeah, it's like, bro, chill the fuck out. And then the second thing, life is too short to not do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's like, bro, because we only have one. We only have one life. Realistically, in terms of years, they fly by. Like, bro, I'm 24. I'm old as hell. But like, it's just do what you want to do, because there's no point in like trying to live by how other people want you to view your life. It's just like, so that's why I started the page that I'm doing. Like, I'm sure that's why you started the podcast. It's just
it is exactly.
Yeah, you just want like have fun with everything you do. Have on a daily basis. Do what you want to do.
That's what the first chapter of this book talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Atomic Habits, bro. Like you're.
I gotta get the book.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta read it.
I got too many books on my reading list that I've stopped reading, so
I haven't read.
I gotta find the time.
It only came in the other day, so I haven't started reading it yet.
Okay.
But I've only heard good things about it, like how it changed people's lives. And bro, it's
amazing.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was like not gonna. I think that when you're at an age in your teenage years or just 20s, you kind of feel like you have so much time in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's easy to say that I'll do it later just because I have so many years in front of me. But
I'll start tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what I say, yeah.
Let's do it another day. And then that's the reason why, like, I want to start this in August. And then I was like, maybe later. And one day I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. And then I get all excited about it, and I asked one of my friends in the dining hall, yo, you want to do this thing with me? He's like,
yeah.
And he wasn't as enthusiastic as I was. And then I was in my head again, and I'm like, okay, never mind, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, let's try again. I asked another friend. He says he's down to do it. We filmed the whole thing. We didn't have mics at the time. We had 2 cameras, no tripods. I had a stack of books, the phone on top of the book, the water bottle holding my phone up on both sides. We had like lamps like shining in our faces for lighting, and it ended up looking ass.
That's fun.
And audio was fucked.
Yeah.
And we filmed the whole thing, and it was an amazing conversation. I mean, I was saying like probably every other word. I was terrible at speaking.
Yeah.
And I probably still am. I'm still trying to get better. Well, I guess I'm 66 podcasts better.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying.
We filmed the whole thing. I loved it. And I remember the feeling after was probably the best feeling I've had in a long time. I remember I just went on a walk after I was starting out at the lake at the dark, and it was so nice outside. And I'm like, this is what I need to do in my life. And then the next day he texts me, says, don't post it. And then I'm in my head again for a week. Yeah. And I'm trying to beg him. He says, no, you're not posting it.
What? Because he thought it was that bad or what?
Look, I don't have a podcast ever. He probably liked it, but then it's probably like, he shared a lot on it, so I don't know if he wanted to really hear it. But then the story tells you stuff is like, oh, like no one wants to do this. Like I've already tried twice, I failed, and I was not gonna do it after that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, again, the life is too short. And then I try again, and I film one, and I release it. And then since that day, I've not missed a week. Yeah. So
that's fucking awesome, bro. I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, mine was kind of a similar story with my TikTok.
Tell me, man.
Like,
you post on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day. Never haven't missed a day since I started.
When did you start?
Like a month? Ooh, I don't know, about a month. Like, what day is it? Like
November
3 weeks.
November 9th, 8th.
Yeah, like 3 weeks maybe. Cause like last year I was like talking about it with my friends a lot. I was like, yeah, like I love health and fitness. I love wellness, that kind of stuff. And I was like, I kind of want to start like a page, like an Instagram page or a TikTok page. Like, they're like, yo.
Shout out the name for the fans.
Shout out Creatine Koala.
Creatine Koala.
Creatine Koala.
Creatine CRE.
Nah, creatine with a K.
Okay, spell it out for them. They gotta find it.
So KREATINE and then Koala. So KOALA. Yeah.
We can play some live. I'll put it up on the screen.
Okay. Yeah. So they were like, yo, like you should start it. I was like, oh.
It's only on TikTok?
Yeah. Only on TikTok right now.
Yeah. By the way, for our fans, oh my God, sorry. For our fans, we just started a TikTok as well. So
hell yeah.
On TikTok, search up Baruah Podcast, BARUAH Podcast, no spaces, all lowercase. Also on Instagram Reels, same thing, Baruah Podcast, BARUAH Podcast. And go follow. We need the followers. We're gonna keep posting. So
shout it out, bro. Shout it out.
But you have like 4 followers on there. So
hey, I'm one of them.
Huh?
I'm one of them.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I follow.
Oh, yeah, just now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I did find you.
Yeah. I've been posting on there for like three-ish weeks. Yeah.
G'day, lads. Hopefully great college. Full day of eating for you. 6:30 in the morning. 2 kiwis and a banana. Before the upper body workout. Absolutely housed them.
Where's that?
That's IM.
Oh, really? I've been to IM. This one's IM.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to like film, so I was like, I'd put it like below.
Got some berries, got some peanut butter, got some honey on there. Absolutely
healthy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wondering if it was good shit. That was good shit. On to the second meal of the day, lunch. Quick word from our sponsor, Joe Mixer.
Yeah.
Got some rice, got some beef. The best hot sauce in the game. Avocado oil, fantastic. Put way too much on there. A little bit of Parmesan cheese as well. Lovely. A little bit of help. Absolutely housed it. Came out for class. It's smoothie time. Dates PB2 protein blend taste test. Good. Little afternoon walk. Saw something absolutely crazy. I don't know. Oh my god, oh my god. What time is it? Yeah, time. Yeah, the vibes. What I do is
the vibes. I'm telling you. It's all the vibes.
Lunch. Got some veggies as well. 4 eggs.
For lunch?
Crack one.
Nice dinner, bro. It's good. Yeah, beef and eggs. That's all you need.
Super happy with that one. Doesn't that just look
absolutely
astounding? House did. Calories and macros. I love you. Have a great one. G'day, lads.
Yeah, that's all.
Great quality. I love
I
that.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna start watching all your videos.
Dude, do it, bro. Yeah, I literally all I do is I post videos that I think my friends would laugh at.
We should do a collab so I can get some of your followers.
I haven't got too many right now, but we're building. We're
both
building
on the way
a community. Yeah,
It's amazing, man.
yeah. Honestly, like, so I wanted to start that for like over a year, and I only started it like a few weeks ago. Cause my friends were really supportive about it, and I was like, dude, I don't know, like, I still feel like I'd just be weird, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how people will truly feel about it. And I was just like, fuck it, start it.
Do it.
Start it, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, like, I try to be, like, because all I really want to do in life is just help people. Like, I just want to use the knowledge that I've gained and that I've learned through my experiences and everything, and be able to help someone out. If one person benefits from what I say and what I, like, I'm able to give them through knowledge, then that's all I care about, really.
I feel like watching these kind of videos in particular help people a lot more because like there's obviously videos like these where we're giving very clear advice that people can take, but
yeah.
I think the feeling I get when I watch something like that is like this inspiration in a way, because like I think a lot of people always are trying to figure out like what's the best way to live.
Yeah.
I think it's a question people ask themselves, and they might be like sleeping in and like not because they're undisciplined, but maybe because they don't have like an idea of like even what life could look like. Example inspiration. But the second I watch that, I'm really like excited to like get up early and like morning workout and have classes all day. Like I think those kind of videos make life seem like this fun kind of like you're just meal prepping all day and getting calories in, and
dude, it's fun. Because so like back to like the Steve Irwin thing, bro. It's just if you attack life with passion and enthusiasm, you can't have a bad day, bro. Like, because if you just are able to have a day where you learn something new, you hit some goals that you wanted to hit, and you got better, brother, there's nothing better. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the best feeling on earth.
The best feeling.
Yeah, because then you can go to bed and you're like, hell yeah, I had a
Can't wait
sick
to
day.
do it again.
I had a sick day today. I'm gonna wake up, do the same shit.
Exactly.
Because when you find something that you're excited about, just hold on to it, bro. Take the risk, do whatever you can, just do it. Like, because there's so many people in life who don't do that, and they're miserable, they're sad. And as soon as they have that mindset flip, it's just, you give a man a purpose, he'll crawl over glass to get to it.
Definitely, dude.
All it is.
I think that something I like to do when I'm like in a lower mood is just appreciate the beauty in the world.
Yeah.
Like, find those things that are beautiful and just do as much of it as possible. Like, the most beautiful feeling is going to the morning gym and seeing the same guys who are there every single day.
Seeing
like,
the boys.
Saying what's up with them, lifting with them, going hard as fuck with them. Like, I think the recent shift I made this month is like not training like weak in a way. Yeah. Like, there's so many like scientific based ways to lift and stuff. And I know that a lot of the science is great and it's helped me learn a lot. But sometimes you'll do like, I'll be doing like lesser weight, like higher volume, 12, 15. And this whole week this last 2 weeks I've been like, let's just like change it up for a little bit and just start like going to failure. And I mean, I was going to failure before, but more like lower. I'm okay feeling like at 6-8 reps. I'm okay with like going for 1 rep maxes. I'm okay with just like doing like these crazy drop sets of like 10 drop sets in one set, do like a 50 rep set. And it just worked. I'm getting like so much weight right now. I'm making the scale, and
you're looking big, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's there's so much beauty in the world you can find, whether just through health and fitness or just having dinner with your friends. It's just like laughing about stuff, or podcasting, or hiking, or walking, or music. Like, there's so much beauty, and like if you're feeling like shit, just like go find that beauty. Yeah, appreciate it.
I like something that I've kind of thought of recently is like treating social connection like how you treat calories. Because if you like, so basically, like, for people who don't know, for like on a daily basis, you need a certain amount of calories to maintain, gain, or lose weight, right? If you don't get enough calories, if you don't hit your macros, you're gonna lose weight, right? Which some people want. But if you don't hit your micronutrients as well, then you're not gonna feel as great. I treat people the same way. If I don't see enough people, and if I just don't go outside and I see people, or if I don't talk to people, if I don't call somebody, if I don't text people, if I don't go out to dinner with the boys, then that day I'm not going to feel as good. Because social connection, there's so many like neurological mechanisms behind it, like serotonin and all that kind of stuff. I won't get into like the science of that, but like there's just so many benefits from being around people, because humans we're community based. Like, that's all, like, that's how we've grown to, like, we're in a building right now. You imagine, like, people, like, 3,000 years ago seeing this shit, they'll be like, what the fuck? Like,
what is going? What are all these?
Why is it 3 cameras? What's a camera? What's a phone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how like everything innovative has been created by people, through people, with people.
Yeah.
It's like, so I kind of treat, especially, I treat people every day with as much gratitude and respect and positive vibes that I can, just because it makes your own life so much better.
Yeah, it's a really interesting way to look at it, because I think that's gonna start sitting in my brain now as well. Because
yeah.
sometimes like it'll be like a Saturday and you'll wonder, why am I just not feeling that great?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's 11 a.m. Like usually, I mean, I did everything I normally do. I still got up on time. I still like did everything I could, my meals or my work and everything. And for some reason, I don't feel like great, and it's probably just because like, okay, I didn't go to the morning gym today because gym opens at 11 on Sundays or Saturdays, and then it could something you could overthink so much about your mental state, and it could be something as simple as that I haven't like talking to enough people today.
Exactly.
Like when you talk to people, like you just wake up and like you're there and you're present and you're forced. Like I think these always make me feel so happy, because you're just forced to just sit with someone and talk. So
it's
something about social connection, man.
Yeah, forcing dialogue. Like I remember, like, so being a college athlete, you have like the morning workouts. Like rugby, we'd have workouts at like 6:37 in the morning, and there'd be guys coming in pretty groggy. Or like basketball, we had like 8:30 morning lifts, which isn't that early, but like everyone kind of treated it like it was really pretty early. So we'd go, and everyone would be pretty like walking in like, oh, like, and then be very groggy. But like, dude, 15, 20 minutes in, we're warming up, chatting shit. Yeah. And then, bro, immediately everyone wakes up. It's magic, bro. I'm telling you, like, being around people, getting morning sunlight, all that kind of shit, bro. It's like, I'm telling you, it changes people's lives. Like, like the rest of the day is just so much better. That's like, I would look forward to those workouts. I mean, like back then, I wasn't really too keen on waking up early. But I mean, like, you wake up, you're like, oh shit, I have to wake up. You wake up, then you go, and then afterwards you're like, that was fucking awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then like people forget that, like, oh, like I don't want to wake up at 6:30. But then afterwards you feel great. You've already had an hour of social interaction with people. It's like, bro, you feel so much better.
Come to Palmer Monday.
I would love to. Yeah, I mean,
or you said Wednesday, right?
I'll come Wednesdays and Fridays, because I mean, I go to the IM because IM is like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I probably wouldn't go all the way to IM in the morning. Yeah, but yeah, pop out Palmer.
I'll pop out to the 10, bro. It'll
be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll pump some iron, bro.
Oh yeah, pump some iron. I'm training with you.
Yeah, exactly. You want to get big.
College student, rugby student here. So train me up.
I'm telling you, you get sets of 4 to 8, bro. That's all you need.
Oh yeah, 4 to 8. I like it. Keep it simple.
Exactly, brother.
I want to talk about nutrition, because I mean you're the health science guy. I'm pretty much like, I don't know if you're pretty much a health scientist now. All the research you've done. I've been reading about the research you're doing. Like, you've already talked about your EXOS program. We can go more into that. You've worked with collegiate track athletes. I saw you contribute to that study where the force.
The force plates, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff you've been doing. I know nutrition. You're a certified nutritionist and personal trainer, which I know is a long process to become a personal trainer.
Yeah. So I'm certified through the ISSA, so it's the International Sports Science Association.
It's so long. Like, you have to take a test and everything. And
I've
heard it's long.
Like, I kind of speed ran it basically, which I wouldn't advise people to do. But like, there are like very heavy certifications. This it was kind of like a bit of a lighter one. I don't know how really to describe it, but yeah, it's a decent process. It took like a few months. Yeah.
So before you were talking about that, if I don't get my nutrition for the day is ruined and stuff. So at the time, or even now, like, what do you define as like your ideal nutrition?
Me personally,
on a day basis.
Dude, I'm a big proponent of just eating as many whole foods as you can. If it's one ingredient, perfect. Like, minimizing as many processed foods as you can, you will feel so much better. Like, I try to focus mainly on, because I'm a big guy, I need protein. So I try to focus on hitting my protein goal every day, 200 grams at least. And then so I focus on meats, eggs, fruits, veggies. Those are my main foods that I try to focus on. And then also like dairy products like Greek yogurt, honey. Peanut butter is decently processed, but it's just peanuts.
Well, you can get organic. I mean, not organic, but you can get like single ingredient peanut butter.
So I get like the organic peanut butter. I have that because I love peanut butter. Yeah. A lot of people are against peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
Dude, love it. It's great.
You just have it like you throw it in your smoothie or on top of like your yogurt.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, those Greek yogurt bowls, try that shit. Oh my god.
I can't do yogurt.
Really? Dairy.
I can do eggs. I can't do yogurt and milk. I'll just like gag all over the place. Like it's horrible since I was a kid.
Yeah, I get
unfortunately.
it. Unfortunately,
I can do eggs. Luckily, I can do eggs. Or else
dude. Nah, I tell you, eggs, beef, eggs, a little bit of potatoes, maybe some rice, and then any kind of fruit. I love watermelon, bro. Berries, love berries.
Berries are so good.
Bro.
I don't like the berries at Mojo, man.
What?
They got the frozen berries downstairs.
Really?
They don't taste good.
I love frozen berries.
Are frozen berries fine for health wise?
They're meant to be like, since they're frozen, they preserve more of the like antioxidants and like the vitamins in it.
Not
like,
illegal.
Yeah, like if people are focusing on that, like you don't really need to focus on that shit. If you're eating berries, you're in the right spot. Like you're doing the right things. Yeah, so I mean, like right now, calorie wise, I'm trying to eat like 2,400, 2,500. I used to be like, when I didn't really know much about it, I was like eating like 1,500 because I was trying to lose weight heavy. I didn't know about it. I was eating like cauliflower rice and tofu.
Yeah.
That shit sucked.
Tofu? Tofu's terrible for you.
Tofu's terrible. I hate it. It's so bad. I hate it. But yeah, like my biggest advice to people about nutrition is learn about calories. Calories are important because calories are the only way that you can either maintain, lose weight, or gain weight. There's no like magic pill where you're gonna lose weight if you do a juice cleanse, some shit.
Fuck that shit,
bro. Because the way juice cleanses work is you're not eating calories. You're drinking some calories, but you're maybe like 1,200 a day, which is nothing. Which is why you're losing weight. Because you're in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
The only way you can lose weight is calorie deficit, and the way you can gain weight is if you eat too many calories, which is, that was another big reason as to why I started my page, because I was like, there isn't the knowledge of nutrition and training and that kind of stuff just isn't widely available to people. Like there's so many people who don't know what calorie is, who don't know what macros are, which I mean like one of my best mates, he's a diabetic, right? But he
is it genetic or?
Yeah, so he's type 1. Yeah. And he doesn't track his calories. He says he doesn't believe in them. He does. You do. I know you do. But he always talks about like he's very on top of his nutrition. Like he's very good at like maintaining his glucose, all that kind of stuff. And he hits his goals. He looks great. He's in great shape. And to those people, I would advise like, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, because you don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff in the back of your head. You don't have to worry about calories, all that kind of stuff. And you look great, you feel great. Great, keep that. But if you don't look great, if you feel like you don't look great, you don't feel great, and you don't know anything about nutrition, health knowledge is a superpower, bro. Because then you get to figure out how you can feel better, why the foods you're eating make you feel better, and how you can implement things every day to feel better. It's literally a superpower, because I mean, like, if I'm not feeling great, I'm like, okay, I know that if I eat this Greek yogurt bowl, I will probably feel better, because I'm getting nutrients, I'm getting some protein, I'm gonna feel satiated, I'm feeding my brain the nutrients that it needs, I'm feeding my body the nutrients that it needs to recover, to feel better, to perform. That's a superpower, bro, because I feel like people know that they need to eat fruits, veggies, some chicken, but they don't know why.
But they also don't know that. I think a lot of people have the mindset that I eat that, then I can also eat the unhealthy food after that. Yeah,
which is like, I don't inherently disagree with it, because like if you're 80, like I talked about before, like if you're 80-20,
yeah,
if you're on top of your shit 80% of the time, and the other 20%, bro, go out, maybe have a burger with your friends, live life. Like I'm not saying, because like I feel like a lot of people are all or nothing. Which is how I used to be as well. Like they're like, okay, I need to be dialed. Like I'm meal prepping my chicken and rice and broccoli. I'm gonna bring it to my family birthday dinner. I'm gonna eat that. And then like,
that's wild.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I did that for a little while, and I'm like, I was very dialed, but I'm like, bro, if you're not a bodybuilder, if you're not prepping for a show, if you're not doing some shit like that, bro, have a slice of cake. Like, dude, like, go out, have a tequila, bro.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do that today. Probably. I mean, like, because it's just like, if you, like, I feel like personally now, with how I view things now, like, I'm so locked in on that kind of stuff, so that I can go out, I can go have a few drinks with some friends. We can go out to dinner. I'm like, I used to like be like in my head like, shit, that's probably like 500 calories, like maybe like 60 grams of carbs. Like, I don't know if I can take that. Like, I have like half of it. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna eat what I want. Like, if we're out with friends, I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, I can't do that. No, I'm gonna have that. It's not gonna, because that day doesn't define what I am. I know what I am. Like, I was on top of everything, and this is social interaction. This is human connection. Like, I'm gonna have some pita bread, bro. Like, it's good shit. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's just like, being on top of that shit is a superpower for sure, but don't take it to an extreme, like everything.
I think it was interesting how you were mentioning that a lot of people don't have the health knowledge these days. Mm-hmm. And at least from what I see, I think that the culture of health is like grown exponentially. Mm-hmm. And I think it's something almost everyone's talking about. Like, everyone's like all about health, like diet, all this calories. Everyone's talking about that. I think the knowledge of that's definitely exponentially increased. But I think the knowledge about whole foods versus processed foods has not.
Yeah.
I don't think most people understand that.
Yeah.
To the same degree that, oh, if I eat a caloric surplus, then I'll gain weight. If I eat a caloric loss, veggies are good for you, fruits are good for you. We know all that stuff, but we don't know the problem with processed foods and whole foods. So why do you value that just as much as everything else?
I mean, like, there's studies that have been done where, like, people who eat ultra-processed foods versus people who eat, like, minimally processed foods, like, the neurotransmitters in their brains, how they feel on a daily basis, their wellness scores, they're second to none. Like, the people who eat ultra-processed foods feel worse, don't perform as better, they feel more groggy, feel more brain fog, whereas people who eat minimally processed foods, like whole foods, they feel so much better on a daily basis, and they don't have any brain fog, they have more energy throughout the day, they feel more satiated, they're more likely to preserve lean muscle mass, they're more likely to lose body fat. And like, you could have, as long as you're hitting your protein goal, and you could have donuts, you could have cake, you could have fucking burgers and fries, whatever. As long as you're hitting your protein goals and you're in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. Mm-hmm. Will you feel great? No, because you're not hitting any micronutrients. Because people don't, I feel like the biggest gap in knowledge is between micronutrients and macronutrients. People, like, you know, the diet, like, if it fits your macros,
yes,
right? Which is like, it's good if you can maintain that diet, do it, because you will lose weight, you will gain weight however you want. If you feel happy doing it, do it 100%. But you won't feel as sharp. You might feel like a little groggy. You might have a little brain fog. You might not be as on point as you can be. Whereas if you're eating minimally processed foods that are filled with micronutrients that will fuel your body and your immune function, physiological functions, and everything, you will feel so much better on a daily basis. Because people are like, oh, eat fruit, eat 5 servings of fruit, 2 servings of vegetables, or flip, whatever the fuck it is. They're like, okay, yeah, because I know they're good for me. But people don't know why that they're good, because they're filled, like, they're like nature's multivitamin, right? Like, they give you everything your body needs on a daily basis. That's why eggs, bro, like the yolk, people eat a bunch of egg whites, but all the nutrients. The yolk is good too. The yolk is
cholesterol is just demonized for no reason.
Yeah, no reason, bro. People eat. There's a guy who ate like 24 eggs every day for like a month, something like that.
Yeah.
And his health markers were fantastic.
Bro, if you're eating ice cream and burgers from McDonald's, I wouldn't worry about the cholesterol in your eggs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like, there's so many things. There's so many more important things to worry about than like, dude, I need to eat the perfect diet. I need to have like 400 grams of egg whites and chicken breast. It's like, bro, you
just eat whole foods and you're fine.
Yeah, bro. If you mainly eat fruit, eggs, meat, and dairy products,
you're fine.
You will feel fantastic. You will look fantastic. Your performance will increase. And you'll avoid the horseman diseases. Exactly. Yeah. You will be a better human being. Like, you just will. And people who don't follow that kind of stuff, like, even if you don't know about calories, if you don't know anything about that, if you focus on those 4 groups of foods, you'll feel better, you'll look better. I truly believe that you won't have to track calories because it's so hard to overeat. Like, if you eat bananas, if you eat bananas, red meat, chicken, Like, you put some honey on that shit, it'll taste fantastic. Bro, like, you know how hard that it is to eat over, like, 2,500 calories of that?
Trust, yeah, it's
bro,
hard.
it's rough. Like,
Yeah.
if you eat, like, bulking on that kind of stuff, low-key, you might need to chuck in some other stuff as well.
Yeah, I've been okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, chuck in, like, a Nature Valley bar, bro. You know what I mean? Like, extra 200 calories. Or, like, some peanut butter. But, like, yeah, it's so hard to... Because there's so much information out there. Like, people, like, advocating for the carnivore, whole food diet, vegan diet, Atkins diet. I hate the Atkins diet.
What's that?
It's like, it was popularized by
Atkins.
Atkins. I don't really know. I can't remember who was popular. It's some actor, but it's basically like keto, but like shittier. Basically.
Why?
It's like,
I can search it up. You know.
I don't know the exact definition of what the Atkins diet is. I know it just is stupid as shit, basically.
Let's see. Atkins diet. The Atkins diet is a low carbohydrate eating plan focused on limiting carbs and promoting fat and protein consumption for weight loss.
Yeah, it's like keto, except like they have like a lot of like Atkins bars, like protein bars. Like,
it says here that they have 4 stages to the diet.
Oh, is it?
With the most restrictive stage limiting carbs to 20 grams per day.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's cooked. That's 20
It may
grams.
also include dietary supplements such as vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, trace minerals, and essential fatty acids.
Because the things with those kinds of diets, like keto, carnivore, you're missing out on a lot of nutrients. But I mean, look, if you can eat those diets and feel great, by all means, do them. Like, do them. Like, you're gonna feel, like, if you feel great, that's all that matters in a diet. But the things with those kinds of diets is why people lose a lot of weight because they're not eating carbs. Since your body doesn't have any carbs in its system, you're losing water weight. So you lose a lot of water weight. You don't really lose a lot of fat. But if you're in a caloric deficit, you will still lose weight. You'll lose fat. Things like carnivore are it's very popularized nowadays because you lose a lot of weight very quickly. Because the average person's diet is very carb dense. So you're eating a lot of carbs. Your body's retaining a lot of water. So if you go straight from that, if you go straight to carnivore or something like that, you're cutting out all the carbohydrates. Your body is dehydrating immediately.
Yeah, you haven't lost much fat, but you've lost a lot of water weight.
Yeah,
so that tricks you.
Yeah, so it's just like yo, I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. You're like, oh shit, that's awesome. But like, really, you just lost a lot of water weight.
Yeah,
which is not ideal because then as soon as you go back to eating
all
carbs,
back,
you like, oh shit, I gained 10 pounds in a week. The fuck?
Yeah.
I thought I just lost all this weight. No.
That's why like weight is like a useful metric, but you have to be careful. Like, what are you measuring?
Like I used to be very, very heavily like every morning I wake up and look at the scale. That would like determine my mood.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I lost a pound. Hell
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh my god, I lost.
I've tried to do like more like once a week type of thing. Just like every day is OD.
I'm like 2-3 times a week now. But yeah, it's like because you're just losing so much water weight in those kinds of diets. Whereas if you're eating whole foods, you're having plenty of carbohydrates because carbohydrates fuel performance. I'm not a huge advocate of like carnivore diet. I am because there's a lot of nutrients in red meat that people aren't.
What about just for like the psychological effects?
Yeah, I mean, people say they get more like mental clarity. Hell yeah,
that's great.
That's awesome.
At least for a period of time.
Exactly. Yeah. If you feel better throughout the entire day on carnivore, your workouts might not be as good because you're not eating carbohydrates. But sure, fuck yeah, do it. But yeah, if you're eating a lot of whole foods with fruits, veggies, get a lot of carbs from there, your workout's going to be fantastic. You're going to feel great the entire day. You're getting so many nutrients from all of the whole foods. That's the main thing that I feel like is the gap in knowledge.
Well, I think these days, since fitness is growing as this trend, like everyone wants to like start teaching you about their health lessons, and they all want to be popular. And the only way to be popular is to design your own diet.
Exactly.
To tell everyone that they're doing it wrong. This is the secret way to do it. But it makes such a simple thing seem so complicated because it's literally as simple as just eat real food.
Exactly.
Don't eat something made in a factory. Like just eat simple real food. Eat a little bit more, you get some weight. Eat a little bit less, you lose some weight. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, even if you don't even obsess with the calories, just eating whole foods will make you lose weight automatically.
You'll feel fantastic.
Yeah.
You'll lose body fat. You'll gain. If you're like a beginner, you'll also gain muscle. If you're resistance training as well, oh my god,
you'll gain muscle.
You will change. Your body will change. That's like talking about like popularizing diets and shit. Like the Liver King, bro. You remember him?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, dude.
What does he do to describe? I've just heard his name.
He was like OD carnivore. Like he was like, yo, I'm eating heart. I'm eating raw liver. Like, and I'm like, okay.
Well, you don't eat too many carbs either. Right? You just eat potatoes.
Me?
Do you eat rice?
So I eat a lot of fruit.
But
And-
carbs?
Yeah.
Fruits are carbs?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
No, don't say that. Fruits are only carbohydrates.
Okay. Okay,
Only.
sure. I mean, yeah, fructose. Okay, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So okay.
But like, I'm in like a major carb source that is adding a lot of calories to your diet. They're probably
Fruits.
not adding too many calories to your diet, right?
Fruits.
So, how many fruits do you eat?
I eat banana, kiwis, oranges, berries.
So you're all day snacking on fruits?
Dates. Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
fair enough.
fantastic. Yeah, because those like I don't honestly eat that many carbs in my diet. Honestly, like I probably eat 180 to 200 grams a day, which is not a lot.
Potatoes kind of carbs, right?
Huh?
The potatoes kind of carbs.
Yeah. Potatoes, carbs. They're like a high glycemic index so they digest slower. Which is so are fruits basically, but they also can digest quicker because they're like quick hitting, fast acting carbohydrates. But yeah, so I don't really eat a lot of carbs in my diet. Just for me personally.
Like no rice.
Yeah, like I'll eat. I mean, like a little bit of rice every now and then.
Okay.
Like when we go out to dinner.
That doesn't count. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but if it's not on my fitness pal, it doesn't count. No, but yeah. So I mainly eat carbs around my workouts just because they fuel performance, and I'm a big person of like if I don't eat carbs before a workout, I'm not gonna be able to lift as heavy. My endurance isn't as great, so I very much try to put my carbs around my workouts, and then especially after the workouts, carbohydrates after a workout help funnel all the nutrients and the proteins and stuff like that to replenish your glycogen stores that you just depleted from the workout. Yes. So if you eat carbs and proteins heavily after your workout, it'll fuel recovery and that kind of stuff. But yeah, honestly, I'm a very big proponent of carbs. Like I love people eating carbs, and I feel like diets which restrict carbs
completely.
If you feel good, do it. But if you care about your performance in the gym, you need carbs.
Yeah. So why do you personally choose not to eat rice? Is this just because mental clarity, or is just?
Yeah, I mean, rice is just something for me that I don't.
You don't like it?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot. I would need to eat a lot of it to feel satisfied.
Like
personally, yeah. So I would personally prefer to eat
a straight chicken.
Yeah, like beef, eggs, then like for carbs, either potatoes or like fruit, because that fills me up. It fills me up more. I feel more satiated. I feel like I ate because you do eat more if you eat that kind of stuff. Because like the carbs in rice, you have to eat to get a lot of carbs in rice. It's a little bit of rice, but to get a decent amount of carbs in fruits, you can get a lot of fruit. So it's like that's for me personally. Plus, I just love fruit, so I will eat the shit out of some grapes, watermelon, mango, fucking any kind of fruit. Yeah, so I'm a big person of I eat to fuel performance, and I also eat to feel satisfied. So I used to try to do all the low calorie, high protein, high volume things, which are just make me feel pretty shitty. So just focusing on whole foods is all I do now, really.
Amazing, yeah. I want to go back to the point you made about if it's an event like your birthday, or don't overthink it so much, like the 80-20 rule that you applied. I think the way I think about it now is that I would never do it on my own, in my house. I'm never just going to start snacking on something random, like a cake in my house. But
exactly, yeah.
I think the way I think about it is, if it's not in my routine, then it's fine. If I'm not going to add, ice cream to the end of every... Also, now it just looks disgusting. I can't even look at it anymore. I think that happens to you psychologically after a while. You can't even look at the unhealthy food anymore. But for me, the diet I eat is I try to be as simple as possible. Just I just eat eggs, potatoes, chicken, rice usually. And adjust it based on what they have for the day. But if you're going out for dinner with friends, I don't start thinking about what the calories are. I don't try calories personally, but I don't start thinking about the whole whether it's processed or not or anything.
Yeah.
And I think since those events happen infrequently and they're not following a routine, then it's fine.
Yeah.
If it's something that's following a pattern, then I start to worry because that's formulating the habit. So
exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I think the way you thought about it is pretty smart. So.
Yeah, it's because it's just live life, bro. You know what I mean? It's nothing is that serious. Unless you're unless you're doing a bodybuilding show, that kind of shit, and you need to be that dialed in on every single meal, every single training session. like go out with your friends, fucking have some ice cream if you want, like because I still do it now because like
do you enjoy like eating healthy like when you do it?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I feel like I don't.
Really? Not
even from the psychological like you're a piece of shit. Like I just feel like disgusting eating it.
Oh yeah,
it's like weird.
I mean like because I usually do it like you said like at like with people.
Yeah, so it's
like,
fine.
It's like it's a social event. You know what I mean? That's how I treat it.
I mean, maybe I'll eat cake every now and then, but there's certain things I can't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, like there's some foods where I can't eat them now at all because I used to eat them hella. Like I can't really eat a lot of chocolate. I used to be able to eat a ton.
I'm fine with chocolate.
I used to be able to like delete a block of chocolate.
Oh, wow.
Like delete it.
Yeah.
Gone. Now I'm like I have like 4 or 5 squares. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, but that kind of stuff is. Cause again, like so many people think that it sucks to eat healthy.
It's actually so much fun,
bro. You get to.
I feel like a clean man.
Yeah, you feel so much better, and like, bro, I get to eat beef, eggs, fantastic. Season those bitches, they're great.
Yeah.
And then I get to eat fruit all day.
Meat tastes good.
Yeah, bro, it tastes
great.
It's awesome, bro. And then like
you don't need chicken tenders, bro.
Bananas, apples, kiwis, oranges, bro. That all of those are fantastic tasting foods. And berries, bro, they're literally like lollies, like candy.
Yeah,
bro. It's like
you forget how good candies taste when you start eating blueberries every day. And you stop eating candies. It's all relative.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the same response, bro. Like instead people eat like cereal in the morning, bro. Grab a handful of berries. I guarantee you, they're sweeter probably, and they're probably better. Like they're better tasting, more macronutrients. You'll feel way better.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I mean, I love the feeling of being clean.
Yeah,
I think it's the way I think about it. Like clean, like. Just waking up early, like it just makes life better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like the guy I was talking about before, higher up wellness. He says like fitness should be like your hygiene. Like you wouldn't not shower in a day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you wouldn't not brush your teeth.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's gross. Like work out. Treat your nutrition like it's hygiene.
Yeah.
Like eat whole foods. Like it really matters because it does. Like people don't realize that.
Do you think about organic and all that stuff or no?
Oh man, because bro, I could talk about this for hours, but organic, like
that's what we do here.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Because when I learned about, because the FDA, bro.
Yeah, everything is
cooked. Like, because like the term health, the term organic, the term like
right here.
Like regionally sourced, bro. The definitions of those can like be manipulated like crazy. Like health foods, bro. If you look at health foods, they're horrible. They're horrible for you. Like if you go to the supermarket, you get like people think like Nature Valley bars are like technically a health food. It's like, oh, it's like 18 grams of grain, like 18 grams of whole grains, bro. You see the ingredients in that shit? No, that shit isn't even real. Like okay, they're good. They taste good. Again, 80-20 rule. You can have some if you want it.
Not on your own snacking every day.
Yeah, but bro, that is not a health food. A health food is fucking fruit.
Bro, all those bars put all that shit like high protein, like great for your health, scientifically proven.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, because like if you look at the definitions of those terms through the FDA, oh my god, dude, you could make anything a health food.
Yeah.
You just need to, if it has like over 5 grams of whole grains in it, like
health food.
Yeah, it's just great for lowering cholesterol. No, the fuck it's not. You don't even know what cholesterol means. like, what are you talking about? Yeah, like that's what because that is another thing that pisses me off about
it does
like health because people are like, yo, like I eat like all these health foods. I'm like, but you have to eat so many of them because they're so highly processed to feel full. And bro, you've eaten like 3,000 calories worth of health foods. That's why you feel like shit because they're so highly processed.
Yeah.
Just eat a banana, bro.
That's health food. Nature's health food right there.
That's what I'm saying. It's nature's.
You don't need Nature's Valley, bro. You need nature. Like
yeah. I would rather eat a tree than eat that shit. But like,
Bravo, walk on the room.
I'll eat a leaf. Bro.
I see you going back to your home, and I see like munching on the trees on the way there.
I'll do it outside fully.
I'll take a video, put it on the screen.
Put it on the TikTok.
Oh yeah. I'll get views. Yeah. I mean, that's something I've been learning about more recently. That organic is cope, and that FDA is just like fucking with the definitions, and that's a huge American problem. Mm-hmm. I think it's very definitely an American problem with capitalism and all that. I wonder how it is in Australia.
It's I feel like from a personal standpoint, we eat a lot more health foods, but like the good kind. Like, we actually eat like organic. Like we're
Real
very much a
organic food.
culture of eating good foods, like foods that are good for you. Obviously, we're very Americanized as well, though. Like we'll eat a lot of heavily processed stuff.
Yeah, you have like fast food now.
Yeah. We don't have as many as you guys.
Did I tell you I went to Australia? I told you, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, dude, Australia's fucking awesome, man. Love it. I'm a little bit biased, but anyway.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. But yeah, like I feel like Australia is definitely, in terms of being more health conscious, I feel like, especially compared to America, because, bro, yeah, you guys are cooked.
Pray for us.
Yeah, we're trying. Everybody is. But like even things like the FDA guidelines for like protein, like you know what that is? You know what the guideline is?
Tell me.
It's like 0.36 grams per pound of body weight.
In your diet.
Yeah.
And I think the thing with protein is that everyone thinks, oh, protein just for the bodybuilders. Like, no, it's just for health.
You need it. Like everybody.
Like longevity.
Needs, yeah.
Like 70 people who are 70 years old, even if they're not like lifting weights, need protein.
Yeah, bro. Like I want to fight the guy who made that regulation. Because bro, there's so much literature about how eating closer to a gram per pound, you feel better, you lose weight, you preserve so much more muscle mass, and like you feel more satiated every day. You feel way better, and like I feel like the minimum should be 0.6. So like if you're if you're 200 pounds, 0.6 grams per pound of body weight is just 120 grams, which is not hard.
Yeah.
Not hard to do.
It's hard if you're eating cereal all day.
Yeah, facts. If you're eating donuts and shit, it's hard. But like, yeah, dude. Like, I would highly advise people to eat like 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight.
Even if you're not bodybuilding.
Even just for a regular person. If you're not doing anything, dude, that should be at least a minimum. I would also advise go outside, walk, do some physical activity in the day.
You're living in the darkness of these rooms.
don't sit at your desk every day like the entire day. Like get up get moving, get the joints flowing, do that kind of stuff. But the FDA guidelines, we should box right now.
How do we fix it?
How do you fix it? That's what I feel like social media and stuff like that can help with
cultural,
that.
At least.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to do with the TikTok.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's like just providing people.
So many people making content these days.
Yeah, like cutting out the bullshit, bro. Like giving the people what they actually need to know.
Yeah.
And then trying to like give them implementable ways to do those things without trying to sell them some shit. Like, because most people, I feel like, on social media, or like people view social media as like, oh, they're just trying to sell me a program, they're trying to do that kind of shit or whatever. But if you find the right people on social media, you can get all the information you need, and you can just if you use those ways, like people from like Higher Up Wellness, Andrew Huberman, the Modern Wisdom podcast, like just if you just listen to those and you take tidbits from each person and implement those ways into your life, bro, it's because you feel so much better, and because there's so many people on those kind of apps and stuff like that who are just trying to sell you something. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, you want to look like me? I'm my coaching plan for like $3,000 a month or some shit, or like my nutrition plan, and like give you like a bunch of bullshit things that'll make you feel like you're doing like you might lose weight, but you won't feel good. But like you'll be like, oh, I'm losing weight.
They'll trick you.
The whole thing is.
It's like those SEO people emailing all day trying to sell me SEO stuff.
Yeah,
like they just bought your channel and they just fool you into thinking
exactly.
Like, they just sell you bullshit.
The only thing that truly matters is how you feel. If you feel good, great. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, but there's always more knowledge. There's always more ways to learn about how to better your life.
Definitely, and I think that the fitness industry is the one that's the simplest yet made the most convoluted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like we don't have to spend hours talking about like the specifics of what you need to do.
Yeah,
they're very simple. Just like go lift, maybe go to run.
Yeah,
don't eat processed foods. Yet people will, to make money off it, will make it so convoluted and confusing and complex that people are just lost in the information overload of all this useless shit that's not necessary. But I do like the point you bring up, though. At least it's driving the culture forward. Yeah. Because I think when people think of solutions, they're like, okay, like they think about the legal repercussions, or like how do we actually change laws and regulations. And I mean, you could do all that, and you could go through the mess of doing that. And it's possible. It's been done in the past. Like there have been big movements that have happened in the past. I guess we forget about.
Yeah.
But I think that it starts at the cultural level. It starts at people like you and me, and everybody around the world like starting to realize, like taking their lives into their own hands and looking at the world around them and seeing how everyone's so fat and running away from that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if it becomes a culture amongst us, it will naturally become a part of who we are as a nation, and hopefully it will even reach those governmental levels.
Because you just need to look at like people view people as role models, and if they are fit and healthy, they eat the right things, then they're more likely to do it. So it's really not hard. like people are like, oh, like bro, like I don't know how to start working out. Like I don't know whether to do a 3-day split. I don't know whether to do a push-pull legs. I don't know whether to do an upper body. Bro, if you're starting out, just go. Lift some shit.
Just like walk in, see the person in front of you, and see what he's doing. Just do that.
Yeah, do what he's doing. Like just try something out. If it works, cool. And then once you start learning more about it, then you can make your own programs.
Programs don't matter.
Right, yeah, just go lift. Bro.
I don't even have a program anymore. Just go lift.
Okay, I have a program, but like, cause like if you want to like specifically gain strength, something like that, get a program, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You can, bro. AI nowadays, you could just be like,
Ask
yo,
ChatGPT.
make me a workout program. And then it's
boom,
like
free.
Boom, there you go. It's free. You don't need to pay $80 to get some shit. Like then just focus on whole foods. Make sure you're sleeping enough. People don't sleep enough. Like 7 to 9 hours.
Yes.
Like that's all you need.
Sleep is good.
Yeah. People would be like, yo, I go to bed at 3 a.m. because I was
so proud of it too.
I was grinding. It's like I woke up at 7. It's like okay, sick. Like bro, like get sleep, eat right. To go work out, go lift heavy.
Life is simple, man.
Yeah, go get a high intensity workout. Yeah, and then just do that shit. And
get some tequila tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And have fun. Like, go out, enjoy people, have social connection, have a tequila, do some shit.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's perfect. There you go. That's Braam's outline to fulfilling life. If you want the full thing description of his whole $100 program.
Exactly. I'll be a coach for $8,000 a day.
Yeah. I want to get back to the organic discussion. So, I understand organic is mostly cope, and the regulations are kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
So, is there a response to that saying whatever and just eat whatever whole foods we can get our hands on? And okay, organic's like 1% better than normal food, so I'll get the organic one and just stick with that. Or do we have an alternative way? Because I think you live on a farm back at home, right? So that's easy. The only thing that I can think of is either living near a farm where you can source your foods directly from there and like have guidelines for them. Like this is how I want my food. I'll pay you whatever the fuck price you want. Or live on your own farm. I think just living near on a farm or directly from the source is probably the only solution. What do you think?
Okay. However, like organic foods are better probably for you than the generic brands, right? So get those if you can. But the biggest piece of advice that I could tell people is when you go to the grocery store, stay on the outside. That's all you need to do, because that's where dairy, meat, fruits and veg, they're all on the outside.
Yeah, they're
of the
always
store.
on the outside.
They're always on the outside of the store. Yeah. It's because if you go to the middle aisles, that's where all the processed shit is, right? So just obviously, if you want to get something every now and then, go there, get it, whatever you want. But for the most part, stay outside of the grocery store, because then that's where all the organic foods are, all the real whole foods are. It's what dairy is, meat is. So just try and make sure that when you go grocery shopping, those are the main things you get. You don't really need to go get you need to go to a farm and get grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Like if you can afford that, sure. But get whatever you can afford that is going to be the best for you in the long run. Like, because I mean, it is pretty expensive to eat ultra-processed shit. Like if you buy Gushers, bro, or something like that, that's $5.
You end up buying more than you need.
Yeah,
it's actually more cost effective to eat healthy.
Exactly. Yeah. So you just buy a bunch of fruits, buy a bunch of veg, bro. Like you're chilling. It's fine. It's really not incredibly hard. It's just it might suck for a little bit because you're not used to it. But once you get used to it, you're like, oh shit, I feel like a different person.
Superhero.
Yeah, I feel like a fucking superhero, bro. like Batman. No.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's really not that. It's not that hard, really.
So, when you were in Arizona, you're working with these researchers. What were they mainly studying? Was it you're saying? I think you mentioned VO2 max. Or
yeah. So I mean, with the Human Performance Lab, they're a very broad thing. Like it's a lot of just research stuff. So we had some VO2 masters, which is like a wearable VO2 tracker, which was sick. And that kind of stuff I found that stuff really interesting. I love research. I love being in the field and that kind of stuff. So a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of wearable device testing, that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Amazing. what were some of the biggest learnings you had, either just of being in a work environment or just even related to health stuff?
Because I mean, I've done some research stuff before, but like the amount of detail that like the higher, like the upper echelons of like that kind of side of business do, like nuts. Because like write-ups for everything, like making sure it's perfect every single time. Doing all the little things that you kind of take for granted if you don't have that kind of stuff, because they're like, we're gonna make sure this is perfect, like, this is gonna work. If it doesn't work, we did something wrong. Taking a lot of the burden of, if anything goes wrong, it's our fault. It's not the participant's fault. It's something that we did something wrong. So that kind of just precision of what you're going to do, I have taken that on board for sure. Like with my work, my workouts, health, lifestyle, everything. Like
Precision.
Precision and taking accountability if things go wrong.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. So have you thought about the years that follow? So how many years do you have left here as your master's degree? Like, what do you want to do after that?
I should hopefully be finished next year around this time. Should be graduating then, hopefully. And then after that...
you graduating in November time frame? Or?
Is it November or December? I think it's December.
I have no idea.
I think it's December.
Well, for the end of the fall term is December.
Yeah, so it'll be around then. And then after that, I would love to stay in like the sports performance space, or like the health and wellness space in any capacity that I can. Like, I just really want to be able to. I love working with like elite athletes, but I also just love being around people, helping people work out, helping people get better lives. Get healthier, live healthier, more fulfilling lives. So that's like the overarching kind of main goal. But yeah, getting a job in like the sports performance sector would be fucking awesome. But yeah, if any capacity that I can do that, whether it's like a pro team or a sports performance place,
that'd be
like
so much fun, man.
That would be
something
much
big.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
It's working with some of those athletes. I mean,
exactly.
You probably just like your whole world becomes so small when you're like seeing them in front of you.
Yeah, dude, because you're like, dude, these guys are the upper echelon of just performance in general.
Yeah.
So it's just like getting to work with them every day would be a blessing, bro, for sure.
It's exciting, man. I hope you make it out there. I hope you get to work with some of these incredible people, and
Appreciate
I hope that we'll still be in contact.
For sure.
I'll come visit, and we'll film a podcast.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe give me some connections.
I know some people. I don't know too many, but I know some. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. A lot of solid hour and 40 minutes of just straight health.
Damn, we
and
talked
happiness. We just yapped. I feel like this is the first podcast post election, so maybe we should talk about.
I mean, I don't know anything about your guys' election. I don't know, I'm not from here. I don't know anything about the election. So,
well, I guess we'll save that for another time.
Exactly. Yeah, next time. I'll learn more about it, then we'll get straight election pod.
Don't worry, I don't know much either.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure, brother.
Great stories, man.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Of course.
Yeah. Gonna do great things, brother. I'm telling you.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And hopefully the TikTok blows up.
Yeah, it will. Don't worry.
I'll stay tuned. I'll watch the videos.
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok on my phone, but just to see how you're doing, I'll pop it. Just check your account.
Yeah, like and subscribe. No, you can't even subscribe on TikTok, but follow.
Yeah, follow. Yeah. So,
like and follow. There it is.
Creatine Koala.
Yes, sir.
With a K.
With a K, because it's like it's different. KK. You know what I mean?
KK.
Yeah, KK. Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, man.
You too, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, guys, we're back. I forgot. I'm starting a new tradition, and I say tradition, but I don't know if I'll remember to do this every time. But I have a wallet here, and it is anti-theft.
Anti-theft.
So I'm gonna get a timer going, and we're gonna see how long it takes Braam to figure out. So there's cards in here, right here.
Okay.
The guy I was sitting with at lunch today could not figure it out. I had to show him.
Okay.
So it's a little hard. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll give you a max of like 5 minutes until like
5 minutes. Okay.
Max. That's like the maximum.
Okay.
All right, so I got a stopwatch going. I'll put a 5-minute timer up. But see, I'll put a stopwatch up and we'll have like a record going.
I'm gonna get pissed. I bet.
I'll put up a record.
Okay.
Somewhere on the channel page, and we'll see who is the quickest. So
yeah, I guarantee you it's not gonna be me.
So I'm gonna put it in the middle, and I'm gonna give you a countdown, and then I'll say you can go.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
2 seconds in.
How do I get
So you got the
card?
cash.
That's the. I can steal the cash.
You can take that if you want. Not anti-theft there.
Brother, what?
And don't break it.
I was trying not to. Nah, it wasn't like that. Is it like this? No. Is it like that? No. It's gotta do something with this, right? Gotta be, right?
Can't tell you.
Wait. What? What is this thing? It's gotta be something to do with this. Nah. Am I wrong? Nah, I'm right. Nah. Brother, is it this? What is happening? Is it this? Wait.
Pause. That's 51 seconds.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm tough.
There you go. 51 seconds.
still your
It's actually not anti-theft. I just like broke it.
You created it yourself.
Yeah,
Really good, brother.
but
Yeah,
it's cool because like some people can't figure it out. Like
I do.
There's like a lot of distractions. Like some people think it's something with this.
That's what I was
think it's like this, and
Well,
this one like they'll see this, but they won't know like what to do with it.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think I got lucky because my finger got jammed in it, so I just opened it. Okay.
Yeah. And for some people, they can't do it unless they already have a hand here too.
Yeah.
So like, if you just do like this, something like it's harder. But if you push down on it, it's easier. So
I'm tough.
it's hard. But
I'm tough.
you
Look
currently
at
have the record because you're the first person to do it. 51 seconds in.
They can't study me. I'm like, they can't watch.
Oh yeah, they might. Okay, I'll have to make sure they haven't seen this.
They can't watch the last minute of the episode.
Yeah, I'll make sure of that, or else they're disqualified from the competition. All right, but anyways, it's a pleasure to do the outro with
Been
you.
a pleasure, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Braam Hein.
Yes, sir.
Hein?
Hein, yeah.
Hein. See you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for tuning in to my episode. If you enjoyed that episode, I guarantee that you'll love this episode right here. The best way to support the channel is by hitting the subscribe button. It'll help me to upgrade the channel, get better guests, better production, and overall more episodes for you. And by hitting the subscribe button, it will ensure that you'll never miss a new release. While you're at it, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share the link with your best friend. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.